already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous, huh?
Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison pulling it off the edge to sack him. 3rd and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Got him. 25. 48 months. What we got? 54, South. Hey, Delta. 11. I'm trying to collect.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kill. 47. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw is Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. From the 16, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. There to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after 1. Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Ryan will throw again. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
51. Check. 48's the mic. You
a fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The 1st down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. I got it. Who go 47? Mike 4. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it tough to defend.
Prescott on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Elliott. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring.
It back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
I got you.
Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Cooper was the intended target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. 1st down, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 41. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Caught by Jones. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Ready, 25. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the 21. Mike, 48. Mike.
To throw is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
48, Mike. 48, Mike. Go.
To throw again is Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. yards on the touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Safety's with screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 154.
They go to Elliott again. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check, check. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Hey, wait. Gun. Hey, orbit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He completes it to Jones. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Right there. 54, right there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do any?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Go. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, high 7, 21.
Now Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Check, 48's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Good job.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Ryan wants to throw it. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Protein spill. White. Hey, seam 6. 61, Tom.
Check, 21. Crunch.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Antoine Woods. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
54
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That's complete to Cobb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott now. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were have to put